here's your #1 UFC lightweight contender. He has been tracking this champion for several years. They've been on each other's radars. This is as big a fight as we can put together at 155 pounds.
And just to watch a guy so locked in on the champion from the moment he made his debut. He told us early in his career that ultimately he would be fighting for a UFC championship, and when he got here, he would win it. It's been visualization. It has been speaking a goal into reality for this young man. Tonight, he gets the opportunity to live it in real life.
And he loves proving doubters and naysayers wrong. He has made a career of just that. Now, he'll try to take those 12 pounds of gold away from the champ. Well, as usual, the eyes of the mixed martial arts world are fixed upon Paddy, the Paddy Pimblett, when he competes. And anytime you're able to win when you're not at your best, as was the case in his win over Jared Gordon, that's a feather in your cap. Pimblett back on the horse tonight.
Win. Ultimately, that's what it's all about. Paddy Pimblett gets the job done. But listen to this arena. Listen to the reaction that people give this young man when he steps from behind the curtain. This guy is a star. He has that star quality about him. But not only does he have that, he can fight. And ultimately, it's about winning fights. Paddy Pimblett does that in spades.
There are so many components to this Paddy Pimblett package, the accent, the persona, but this is a very talented mixed martial artist out to prove as much yet again tonight. All right, both fighters have entered the Octagon, and this massive, massive fight is nearly upon us, ready to go from Anaheim at the Honda Center with one of the biggest fights of the year. Our tale of the tape for this lightweight championship fight. We send it inside the Octagon. Bruce Buff.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Lightweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Ilia Topuria. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC Lightweight Champion of the World, Paddy the Paddy Pimblett. Referee Herb Dean will handle the action in the Octagon. All right, well, it has been a rapid rise to UFC prominence for the Liverpudlian Paddy the Paddy Pimblett. Standing room only, capacity crowds when he fights. And as far as this matchup is concerned, a lot of people feel like he might be up against it. Pimblett does not want to hear that noise. He said if the fight goes to the ground, I am a much more willing and able grappler than any of you realize. And of course, if the fight's on the feet, I got the power and the speed advantage to put this guy away. Strong defense here as the hook to the head is blocked. Nice kick to the body.
Fast leg kick lands.
Nice crack there. Man, he's got good hands. Beautiful strike there.
Nice body. Oh, nice right hand by the chest. And everything's landing with so much power.
Good sequence of kicks there by Ilia Topuria.
That's how you control the fight. Keep fighting behind the jab. Guillotine jump.
Oh, that guillotine is officially tight. Oh, he escapes.
He got out with me. Wow, that is great submission defense.
Pimblett's trying to get a triangle here. Oh, good technique there. He's got the triangle choke locked in.
You gotta be careful here.
Topuria's in half guard now. Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his... Oh, he's tight guillotine. That guillotine is tight.
Wow, fantastic submission defense yet again. Well, he's worked very hard on this part of his game, and these ground strikes are really starting to take their toll.
He passes the half.
All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC. Pimblett's right back to the full mount here.
Beautiful transition.
He's got to start to get to the get-up process. Because everybody talks like you just get up, you don't. It's a process, right? You get to the underhook, you build to the elbow, then you start to gain height to get back to your feet.
Topuria's in half guard. Now inside the closed guard.
And he's going to try to find ways to pass and move to a submission.
Pimblett's back in half guard, very comfortable here.
Now he's going full mount.
10 seconds to go in the round. Oh, compromise. Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. How about this fight, folks? You see, he was nearly caught in a submission there right at the end of the round. Saved by the bell. So back to the stool. Mentally probably not in a great place here. We'll see if he can recover and get himself back into this fight. All right, so for one fighter, the round mercifully comes to an end as we look back at some of the action. What a display of ground and pound.
It's his calling card. It's exactly what he's known for. He's known as a brutal ground and pound fighter, and he showed you just then why he's known as that in the MMA sphere. He's the guy that if he gets you down, he will dominate you with positioning and brutal, nasty ground and pound.
All right, round two. Strong jab there by Ilia Topuria. Well, hard to imagine we would get this late in the fight and have the BJJ practitioner not attempt a single takedown. What gives?
I have no idea. He's not even tried to get this fight to the ground. I don't know what's happening. Or maybe something happened earlier in the fight that's deterred him from fighting the fight that we have come to expect from this guy. I mean, I cannot believe what we are watching. Doing a great job fighting behind the reach and dictating where the fight takes place.
Whiffs on that offering.
Oh.
Well, that body kick was there earlier, not there on that attempt. Nicely timed kick to the body for the champion.
Nice.
So we hit the 3-minute mark here in the second round. Well, he's really starting to land a high number of strikes here in the second round. No denying that he has taken the message from his corner and picked up the pace here in round two. All right, well, the calf kick has been a priority, and now his opponent is bruised in that area.
It's all in the game plan, John. They had a game plan to come out there and beat that lead leg up, and that's exactly what he's doing.
Lands a good series of kicks here. Pimblett's shot is blocked.
Didn't see that one coming. Gets tagged with a nice combination to the head.
Takedown defense is there.
Look at the skip action that allows you to land that big knee. Oh! He's sticking it over and over again. He's got his head popping back.
Oh, big left hook there.
He looks like Pac-Man. He's taking so many strikes to the head.
Oh, nice jab. Pimblett's left calf starting to show signs of bruising. Don't want to take too many more of those.
Oh, nice combination.
To go in this one. 20 seconds left to go in round two.
Look at that switch knee. Beautiful switch knee.
Lands a big elbow there. What a fight so far.
Good with those kicks. Everything is working. All right, we now take a look back at some of the highlights from that last round, DC. A lot for the replay guys to choose from.
I mean, these guys are going to be very busy trying to find what replay to show you guys. Lands on both sides of the octagon. Both guys fought great. What a phenomenal round.
Ready. Ready. Good.
Round 3 of a possible 5. All right, next round is now underway. DC, any major takeaways after the previous 5 minutes?
That both
Big strike lands.
big strike lands. Now he looks to try to chase down that finish. He ate that kick. He took that whole kick, yep.
Well, you didn't see a lot of the body work from him in the earlier rounds, but he's certainly getting after it here. Big shot to the body connects there. We'll see if he can follow it up. Well, he's looking for that left hand, just out of range, though, with it.
Hands higher, hands higher.
Nice jab there by Topuria. Wow, huge head kick. And now they are throwing both sides with conviction. Topuria's left calf now starting to show signs of bruising, so the calf kicks have started to have an effect. Wow! Just over. Oh, he's on wobbly legs now. All right, so you see some redness on that calf. Maybe he's starting to slow down a little bit.
It looks like he is. Starting to really hurt him.
Big overhand right. Well, now these kicks are really starting to pile up since he found his range. This could be trouble. And another one lands flush there by Pimblett. Well, not sure if he's lighter on his feet or what it is, but these last couple of rounds, he's been far more aggressive, a lot more pressure. Oh, he's really starting to light him up now. Oh, another calf kick, and that is not going to help matters. Gotta think his ability to stand up is going to be questioned here soon.
Very, very difficult to stand. He's got to get to the corner where the corner can get some ice on that calf to try to bring that swelling down a little bit to allow for him to go forward.
Right there, his opponent's wobble chin.
He's hurt bad. He cannot take another shot like that. There you go. There you go.
Pimblett's going for a choke here.
Yup, that gets his deep. He's out. What's this defense on split?
Well, this fight's been pretty crazy thus far. Both guys doling out a lot of damage, and neither seems too bothered by it, but clearly both parties are hurt.
Both guys are hurt. Both guys are fighting beautifully. Both are showing a lot of heart right now in this fight. They're both doing amazing jobs. Let's see who gets the job done at the end of this thing.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Topuria. All right, that's 3 rounds in the books. We are headed to the championship rounds. Heading back to the corner after that round. Topuria's bleeding from the forehead here a bit. Hopefully they can get that under control so it doesn't trickle down into his eyes in the next round. All right, we will now re-rack some of the highlights for you from that previous round. We'll try to find the shot that caused the cut above his eye that is now leaking significantly down and compromising his vision.
Yep, there it is. The one that landed that really opened him up. That cut is in a bad spot,
Yeah.
too. Right over the eye, so that blood starts to leak down. It starts to really impair the vision. It's going to be on his opponent to try and circle away from the power while not going in to circle away from the power to allow for himself to have a chance to still win this fight.
Yeah, still plenty of time with which to rally, but we will keep a close eye on that cut above his eye.
Oh, nice.
Well, he continues to land a high number of strikes here, just like he did in the previous round. This is a world-class display of striking here tonight.
He passes to half guard.
drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Pimblett's back in half guard. He's very comfortable here. All right, feet on the hips here.
That was a slick transition. Now he's looking arm triangle on the opposite side. When he goes to finish, look, he's got it locked. When he goes to finish, he has to pass his body all the way to the opposite side, drop his chest to get enough pressure to finish his technique.
Oh, bails on the submission now.
Knee on belly. Postures up, knee on belly. His brain is out, ground and pound. He has to move or the fight is going to get stopped.
I know you've got a huge appreciation for this.
Oh, I mean, this is high-level grappling by both of these guys.
All right, so he's got the ground and pound game going here. Good work from the top here by Paddy Pimblett.
He's just being more aggressive, and because he's being more aggressive and more loose with his strikes, he's landing.
Topuria's in half guard.
He's in the mount. Big ground and pound.
Seconds to go. Right into side control. All right, so he's setting up for a submission here.
That Darce choke is tight. This has got to be the end.
Oh, he cleared it and he got out.
He cleared the leg, got to his back, and now he's out of that Darce choke.
Relentless pressure from the top by Pimblett.
Be careful here. That was nice.
Pimblett's able to flatten him out. This could very well be the beginning of the end.
Getting them out here.
Final seconds of the round. Horn sounds for the end of round 4.
Hey, stop.
That was great. Awesome round. Completely dominated that round. I need more of the same. This is the last round. Get out there, punch into that takedown.
All right, now we take a look back at some of the action in that previous round, DC. A lot to like on both sides, Will.
I mean, both were intent on going forward. And what happens when nobody wants to take a step back? They meet in the middle. That's exactly what they did, and they both found success over the course of that round.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
5th and final round.
Fighter lands a nasty kick. That was a big check.
Oh, he landed another great shot to the body there. Really starting to connect at a high percentage now in the latter stages of this fight. Single. Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Pimblett's trying to get a triangle submission here. Oh, good technique there. He's got the triangle choke locked in.
He's got to be careful here.
Topuria's in half guard.
Side control is pretty safe there.
Really maximizing his shots here on the ground. Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running a guy over, Jonathan, he just gets up. He's got to start throwing down.
Takes his back now.
Under 2 minutes now to decide this one. Oh, he's got his back.
All right, stay in there, buddy.
Look at him, he's setting up the choke now. Look at that, he's setting it up.
Oh, that rear naked choke looks tight.
Oh, man, that was slick.
All right, right into side control here, DC. Biggest difference between half guard and side control.
Well, side control to me feels like a little bit less control because now my legs aren't really doing anything anymore. Now I'm controlling you with my upper body. So I've got to be very, very aware. It's still advantageous, but it just seems a little more free-flowing than having something like a half guard.
Topuria's in half guard now. Well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground. Well, not good body language from his opponent here, DC. He's curled up.
No, he's exhausted. He's been beaten.
Pimblett's back in half guard. All right, so some high-level stuff there on the ground, but as they make their way back to the feet, a huge response from the crowd, no surprise there.
I loved it. I loved all the grappling that was on display there. But
and there is the final horn. What a 25-minute affair tonight. We're going to the scorecards. Well, what a title fight it was. What a showcase it was for this division. But at the end of the day, the champion just did a little bit more, and you got to think he gets the nod, right?
I believe it was the championship experience that allowed him to push through in those spots that he needed to in order to keep his championship. I agree with you, J.A. I think he keeps his belt.
Official decision now in. The buff has it.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score the contest 48-47, 49-45, and 49-45. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, and still the undisputed UFC lightweight champion of the world, Paddy Pimblett.
All right, so he defends the UFC lightweight title tonight, and I think in so doing starts to close the gap on the pantheon of lightweight greats. A hugely successful defense tonight.
Big moment for this man. Every time